Hello and welcome back to My Mom's Basement, ladies and gentlemen. We are here talking about WWE Unreal Season 2 on Netflix with Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins, two of the stars of WWE Unreal Season 2. First of all, congratulations. Big night for you last night.
Thank you very much. Got my title back right where it belongs.
Yep. First ever two-time Women's Intercontinental Champion.
And the last ever.
There we go, yeah.
You're going to retire the belt.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow, it's incredible.
Well, I'll retire with the belt.
With the belt.
With the belt. I mean, it's intergalactic at this stage.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Well,
not even intercontinental.
Intergalactic. Michael
yes.
Cole mentioned the gear last night.
Yes.
Star Trek inspired.
Star Trek, Starfleet Academy.
You're going to be in Starfleet Academy in a couple months, right?
January 15th.
Oh my God.
Yeah, on
It's
Paramount
just in
Plus.
a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Big premiere tonight. Don't know when this will air.
Were either of you guys Star Trek fans prior to your casting?
It was always on back home.
Yeah.
Like, it was always on. I can't say I followed it religiously. Really enjoyed the movies.
Oh, yeah.
Movies are
I
great.
like the movies a lot.
My dad loved to watch it when we were kids, you know, like Next Generation. He was real into Captain Picard and all that, and I had no time for it. Like, get this crap off my TV. I mean, this sucks. But then again, later when the movies came out, I thought Chris Pine did a pretty good job.
Oh, he did a great job.
The movies got me into it.
J.J.
That was,
Abrams,
good for,
right?
Yeah.
He did good. The first one, the second one, I think the third one wasn't as great, but I did like the first two.
I think people said it was like a good way to get the new generation into it, because I didn't really know much about Star Trek before those movies myself.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. So WWE Unreal. It's a very controversial subject, obviously, with wrestlers on how much is filmed, how much of behind the scenes is shown. I want to know right off the bat, is there any other industry or profession or outlet that you guys would be as interested as wrestling fans are with Unreal? Is there anything that you say, oh, I want all of the nitty-gritty, behind the scenes, how the sausage is made on that or that person?
Gosh, I mean, you always want to know whatever it is, whatever fandom you have, you know? Like, I want all the behind the scenes of Pearl Jam or whatever shows that we're watching. But there's not the same mystery that I think wrestling is caped in, you know. There's always that, is it real, is it not real, how do they decide what part? Okay, but that's real, that's fake, but that's real, you know. People never know. So I think wrestling's unique in that.
Yeah, I mean, we're the only industry in art form that toes the line.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. We're really the only one. Everything else is pretty straightforward, you know. So I don't think there's I think if I think back to when I was a fan, I mean, now as an adult, I long for the days of knowing nothing. I long for them. I like them. You know what I mean? I like not knowing things. I like being surprised, and I like the air of mystery. But when I was a kid and I wanted to know everything, wrestling was the only thing that I was like, what is happening? What is really happening there, you know? God, when I was really young, I used to listen to this weird. Did you guys ever have? I don't know in Ireland, but there was like this channel that just had words on it, and it just ran ads for like local things. It was Channel 4 on our TVs, and it just ran ads for like local things that would happen constantly, and it was just words. It was no like videos or anything, but they would play radio behind it. And me and my brother, we discovered this like insider wrestling show with this dude named Shadow. And we never knew when it aired. I never knew who Shadow was. I know
that name.
I have no idea, but he like talked about wrestling. This was way before, like, I don't know who he was. This is before I knew anything about the newsletters and dirt sheets or anything like that.
God,
this was my This was my
grew up to be
first
Paul Heyman.
Yeah,
dude, no, I don't think so. I mean, I could be wrong, but it sounded like a black guy. Like, that's the voice he had. It definitely was not Paul Heyman's voice, I'll tell you that. But it was like I
wonder if he's out there watching.
Dude,
this.
I hope so. Shadow, if you're out there, please let me know who you are, because I'd be so curious. If anybody knows who Shadow was or knows what I'm talking about, fill me in. But yeah, that was my first thing, and then he talked about the insider like side of wrestling, and I remember being so fascinated, just so intrigued by any of that. And I just think our business is so unique in that way. It's the only one where we use that gray area to tell our stories, and like I don't see it anywhere else.
Did you ever get the Raven psychology videos?
No.
I had them. Yeah,
yeah,
those were like the old.
Yeah, I think my brother got one, and so we would watch it
Yeah.
constantly.
He's like a captivating guy to listen to talk.
He
He's
is.
a funny
So
guy.
smart.
Yeah.
He's real smart. Yeah.
Scott was a genius. He like had a genius level IQ. He was like elite level like that. You know what I mean? I remember that was always the thing about him, is he was like super smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's part of his appeal.
And I loved those videos, man. So I was the same. I just wanted to know all the behind the scenes. And there was a Mick Foley documentary.
Beyond the Mat?
No, not Beyond the Mat.
Different one.
There was a different one. There was a different Mick Foley documentary.
Beyond the Mat was a lot of people's first, like,
yes,
right behind
jarring
him.
one.
Saw the whole
And
thing,
then there
yeah.
was the Louis Theroux documentary when he.
Oh, yeah,
Did you
I
ever
saw
see
the
that
second
one? Yeah, which was also.
After
And-
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then there was a show in England called Faking It, where they would take so they would take somebody from a different field. In this scenario, they took a ballerina, this guy called Casper, and they put him into a wrestling school. And then at the end, they had like four different people. He was one of them, and then 3 wrestlers, and they would all put on a match, and then these judges had to figure out which one was the one.
Which one was
that
faking it?
was
That's a good concept.
faking it. It
I
was
like
a great
that. Yeah.
concept,
That ain't bad.
and they would do it with different stuff. It was an awesome show. But yeah, so I had that, and I had it recorded, and I'd watch it all the time. But it was all that like learning what went on behind the scenes. So if I'm a fan, I'm digging.
Of
And
course.
so Unreal
Yeah,
is
I
my
love
dream.
It. But again, I know it's a weird thing with everyone that's the actual stars of the show probably don't like how much is shown. Did you guys feel like added pressure from becoming the stars that you have to be on even when you're not on?
I think no, I don't think. Yeah, I think that's just kind of we're constantly on, I suppose, when we're at work, and we're forever having cameras put in our faces, asking us how we feel about this post-match interview, what's going on here. You're doing a WWE 2K shoot. Tell us what's going on. Tell us the story. But it happens constantly. So I don't think that it's anything foreign to us. I don't think it's added pressure. It's just what we do, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just our industry is so strange in that it bleeds our real life into our like characters, and so you're kind of anytime there's a camera, you're always on to a certain extent, you know. But I think too the intrigue of the show and the audience watching the behind the scenes stuff is they don't want to necessarily see you be on all the time. They want to see that switch from, oh, this is who they are on camera to who they are in real life. You know what I mean? And so that's the fascinating part is like, oh, this is how he is, or this is how she is, just when, they're not on screen, and then they go out there and they turn into this crazy person, So I think that's part of the appeal in a way is like, what does it look like when it's turned off?
Did you guys feel more comfortable showing that side of the business that isn't always shown, or like the family stuff with your daughter, and there's footage of your wedding and your first dance with the phone in the bowl? I thought was so funny. Like, what did you feel more comfortable showing?
God, I haven't seen what they're going to show
yet. I don't know. Because I don't. So that's the thing, right? Like, you always have people coming up. Okay, you just had this match. How do you feel? How do you feel this storyline is going, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera? But there's also moments where you're ringside and you don't know. There's constantly cameras around, so you don't know what's being filmed. So I can't tell you how comfortable I feel because I don't know what's in there.
Will you watch it?
I think.
Are you like curious to see what got shown, or is it like I don't really care what was shown?
I mean, I want to see our daughter.
Yeah.
I want to
She's
see
in it.
Rui.
She's a little star.
She's very adorable in it.
So cute.
She's a
Oh,
queen.
she's the best.
It's funny. She's in the background of a lot of like, the Visions meeting and talking about big plans, and you just see like you in the background with Rue, like jumping up and down.
Yeah.
It's like
That's
great from like the
amazing.
bird's eye cameras. You could just tell you guys are always in the room there.
See, but that stuff, I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know that stuff was filmed.
And
But
that
I-
stuff is little stuff, but I picked up on it as like that's a really cute thing. Like, I think you'll look back at that and like appreciate that that's in there.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
that's
I mean,
nice.
I was hesitant about some stuff. I suppose I was more protective over like some of my stories
Your
and stuff
stories,
like
yeah.
that. I think we're both so kind of accustomed to being in the spotlight, in the limelight now, that like, you know, people know who Rue is, our daughter, and they know who we are, and it's hard to like, you can't hide that entirely, you know what I mean? And we've really, you know, we don't really try that much, so I didn't think that part of it was too difficult to, you know, we're not like, we're private, but we're not like stay away from us, don't talk to us type
Yeah.
people, you know what I mean? So I don't really think that part didn't really come into play too much. You know, and it's not like there's any like sensitive material of Rue out there doing something we didn't want to, you know,
like she gets canceled.
Yeah,
for saying the
yeah.
wrong
Like
thing.
it's just, you know, it's all like, it's just, she's always great all the time, and it's just us having a party with her. So it's like, I mean, yeah, show that all you want.
Yeah.
Are there any moments in your careers that you wish behind the scenes cameras were around for, that you wish you had on camera?
Oh, I wish they were there for the Hell in a Cell match with Bray Wyatt. I wish they were there for that whole weekend so they could really see what went down. You know, that's one of those where I have such terrible, like, there's such a terrible connotation to that experience from an outside standpoint, and I just go, no one really knows what happened there, and I can't describe it to a point that it makes sense where people have a different feeling about it. If you could have seen that from start to finish that week, all the way up till the end of that match, and the next day, like, I think people would have a different, maybe, I don't know, appreciation, but a little different, be a little more empathy, maybe.
Yeah, wow, that came to mind right away.
Immediately.
Yeah. What about you?
There's a few things.
The way you said that, I can't tell if that means like good or bad.
Maybe both.
Okay.
Maybe both. But also no. Maybe there's some intrigue in the mystery. So, yeah, no.
Okay.
I think it's just hard because there's a you know, there's this narrative that gets out sometimes, and then that story sticks. And when that becomes the truth,
Perception is reality, yeah.
Yeah, when perception becomes the reality, and that it's hard to reckon with that sometimes. It's hard to be like, you know that's not the truth and you know that's not the real story, but there's no amount of, you can't change that narrative, and it just is what it is, and it that will eat you up a little bit sometimes. So yeah, there are some places, and that one specifically, and I think for me, that one I can name and say it mostly because it's a defense. It's a defense for Wyndham, who's not here to defend himself, and I know that experience really bothered him. Mm-hmm. And like, he always wanted to be able to work with me, and vice versa. I wanted to work with him again to be able to get a better shot at that, because we loved each other and we loved working with each other, but like, not with that scenario was so awful for both of us, and for him to never be able to get that, like, I can put that out there and say I wish we would have had an opportunity to show what happened there and then come back and do it better.
Yeah, that's very fair. There's a funny moment early on in Unreal where Michael Hayes tells the story of finding out that you guys were a couple for the first time.
Oh, really?
He said it was right before WrestleMania 35, before one of your matches. He said you guys were like, he describes it as making out in Gorilla.
Oh, wow.
And he yelled, you guys got to get a room. And he was like, that's when I found out they were a couple. Are there a bunch of like funny stories from the roster for like finding out that you were an item? Have you heard a bunch of stories like that?
No, I don't know. We were very unsubtle. We were trying to keep it secret for a second, but
yeah, everybody knew right away.
Yeah, it was really bad.
Like, I remember, I think one of the first people I remember telling about it, it doesn't work. She doesn't work with us anymore, Renee Young, and she, Mrs. Moxley, when she she was like, of course, yes, of course, absolutely. How did I not see it? You know, how did I not get it? It's perfect. You guys are perfect for each other. But she was one of the most like excited ones. I remember when I kind of gave her the. Like, I remember giving her the hint, like the old wink and the nod, and she was like, "Oh my God, yes!" She was so excited about it.
That's
Lita
really
was
funny.
the same as well. Actually, she was like, "Yeah, we all knew it was gonna happen." Like, did we? Did we? I didn't know. You didn't give me a heads up.
Yeah.
But also, there was one point where we were in a group chat for CrossFit, and I said something maybe slightly controversial. And Kobe said, text into the group chat, apologies for my girlfriend. And I was like, oh.
Another sweet moment I mentioned to you right before we started recording is TJ Wilson really hyping you up before WrestleMania. You're saying,
my boy,
I just gotta like prep myself for boos. There might be boos, there might be cheers. I don't really know. I've been in the position where I expect cheers and get boos before. And he's like, they're gonna go nuts. And then when you get the pop you get, it cuts back to him like a coach or like someone that was like guiding a mission onto Mars. And he has the headset on. He's like, yeah, they fucking boo her, huh? They love her. And he's like yelling. He's so hyped up. It's so cool to see like how passionate he was as a coach.
I love TJ.
We hear stories about that. About him specifically on this show all the time from women on the roster, especially being like he's our biggest supporter, our biggest coach.
He's the best, man. TJ's great. TJ is such a character, you know.
He's a character.
He's somebody you want the camera on at all times because he is no filter, honest, great shit talker. Incredible. One of the best shit talkers ever. Smart as a whip. He's got this photographic memory.
His memory's insane.
It's insane. But like, TJ, do you remember that match I had in NXT in 2014? He's like, yes. Yeah, you hit this and then you hit that and then you did this. And you're just like, what? How?
Yeah.
How, man?
That's a great quality in a producer, right?
Episode, 1492 of NXT on September 9th.
Let me pull it up. Here you go.
Yeah, he's crazy like that. He remembers all of that stuff. It's really fascinating.
Actually insane. He's a genius. He is a genius.
He's funny. When he used to be a talent, he would sit at the monitor and he would just rip everything apart. He would just sit there. But so everybody's different. Like we all sit at the monitor, watch the shows on the house shows or whatever, and like most people don't say anything, right? They just sit and watch and like talk, And he would just some people would just like laugh about stuff if it was bad, And then some people were like, two loud ones were Big Show and TJ. TJ was so obnoxious about it, but he was so funny. He was never insulting. Like it was like in a weird way in good spirits.
Yeah, and it's always funny. It's always funny, hilarious.
But he would just shred everything to bits. You know what I mean? And he's got like a sarcastic dryness to him that's fantastic. He's a really, really funny dude. It's such a character.
Such a character. Oh, he's amazing.
There's a lot of stuff of you in Gorilla with him or Kevin Owens watching Becky's matches or watching any matches. Mm-hmm. Do you try to spend the whole show in Gorilla watching the shows?
I watch every show from start to finish, unless like I'm really distracted by something, like I have a lot going on that day. I sit and watch the monitor like for the whole thing. If it's in Gorilla, because there's no space outside Gorilla, there's like a little space outside Gorilla where there's a table. Actually, I think that might have been where I don't know, but that's where I sit usually. There's like a little monitor and two chairs and a table.
Yeah.
And that used to be the old Gorilla. Like that's Gorilla Monsoon used to sit in that position right outside the pipe and drape. Obviously now the Gorilla position itself is this massive entity. But yeah, I sit like outside of Gorilla so everybody can have their space and privacy in there. But yeah, I watch everything. I try to help out where I can, and I just love the business. So I just love to watch live wrestling. I love to watch the live performance aspect and see what people are doing. And I like to be close enough to the crowd that I can get that instant feedback. And like, I don't know, I just live for that. Like I could do that all day. It's hard for me to watch stuff on TV anymore, but like I love that. I could do that. I could do that forever.
Yeah. Did you do that last night?
Yes, I did.
That's awesome.
Sat right in that position last night and watched the whole show.
That's awesome. There's also an episode that focuses on R-Truth. R-Truth seems like such a good, just locker room glue guy that cracks everybody up at all times.
What a lad. Beloved.
Do you have any favorite R-Truth stories that come to mind?
Oh, man, I've known Ronnie for so long. God. Any stories? I mean, Ronnie's, it's hard to pick like a certain story for him. Because he's just the best.
Yeah.
He's great for morale.
He really
what I mean?
is.
But he's also he's like a vestige from an old age where the characters like him don't exist anymore. You know what I mean? And he can do comedy in wrestling in a way that I just doesn't like. There's not, first of all, not a lot of people can do it that well, and they can go from serious to funny in a snap, and it works. And he's just a character that, like, he's one of those guys, you put him, like, if you took him right now, and he hasn't been on TV in a minute, you know what I'm saying? And if you put him in front of any live crowd in any city in the entire world, and they would be singing his song, they'd be saying what's up, they'd be chanting our truth. Like, he's universally beloved from start to finish, and he's such a good human being, just such a great guy, good heart on him.
Always so happy, so friendly,
What up,
chats to
dog?
everybody. Always smells great.
He does have a good
Oh
good
my
smell,
gosh,
and he doesn't
yeah.
age.
Then he
doesn't
doesn't
age.
age.
No, it's
Bro,
crazy because
he
they
does
show,
not
him
age.
as K Quick and him and Road Dogg together, and you're like, he looks exactly the same.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that was
Same.
25 years ago
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
Yeah,
Insane.
but you put him in any segment, he makes it better.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And he's done. Yeah, he can, like, elevate serious stories through his humor.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just such a unique talent. 'Cause there's tons of guys in wrestling or girls who, like, think they're funny and they want to be funny, but the humor, like, dries the segment up, and you're like, now I don't care about this. He can find a way. You look at, like, some of his promos with, like, Cena or with Brock Lesnar. He just finds a way to use his humor to elevate the emotion in the segment.
Yeah.
And that is such a unique skill.
Yeah. How would you describe your relationship with Paul Heyman? Because in Unreal, you say he's always kind of been a Seth Rollins guy. And, like, I don't know if he's always been presently like a mentor for you throughout your WWE career, but it seems like both of you have a pretty great relationship with Heyman.
Paul's interesting. Paul has always been a Seth Rollins guy, but he's always in some ways been my worst enemy. Because you see who Paul has aligned himself with in the past, both on screen and off screen, and it's guys like Brock Lesnar and it's guys like Roman Reigns who, when they take a top position, don't want to let it go. And Paul is very smart. He understands business at a level that I don't think very many people do. He's been in this industry for, he's pushing 50 years now, and he's seen it all, done it all. And so he understands that part of the business. And I always felt like with him, he was, like I said, he was a thorn in my side, or he was like part of the glass ceiling that I had to try to push through at the upper echelon. And I was always the guy where he respected me, but he was annoyed that I was trying to take the spot from the guys that he was with. And so there was, like, always a push and pull there. But at the end of the day, Paul always wants to do what is going to be best for business. He wants to do what's going to make the most money, whether that's for him or the business itself. And I think he sees how much I care about the industry and the future of it. And so there's definitely like a synergistic relationship there, because I think we have the same end goals. But sometimes getting to that end game, there's a bit of we're going to butt heads just a little bit to get
Push and
there.
pull,
So
yeah.
it's an interesting relationship. It's certainly one of immense mutual respect, I would say.
Mm-hmm. And Becky, for you, is Paul someone that you've gone to for advice over your career?
Yeah. Well, when he was running Monday Night Raw, and that would have been at the height of, like, the man character. So he would call me every week with creative, and we would discuss, and, I would sometimes give him my very blunt, honest, sometimes fiery feedback. And he's forever a diplomat, So he would always try to work around it, work with me. So we got a good working relationship down.
Awesome. Seth talks about hating a Money in the Bank match in Unreal. You talk about hating the moving parts that go into it. And I was curious, does that extend to like an Elimination Chamber, a Royal Rumble? Does that stem from being in so many Shield 6-man tags over the years? Where does that come from?
It stems from me being a control freak. That's
Okay.
where it stems from. And the more moving parts is the less I can control.
So same thing with Rumbles and Chambers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I can only do so much. And I'm like, I have a vision. I see how it should be, and like when things don't go like how I see them happening or how I feel that they should be going, I get so frustrated.
Yeah.
And so like ladder matches like that where there's moving parts and you can't control how things are going to happen.
Random ladders breaking.
Random ladders breaking. There's a whole bunch else going on.
They're never in the right spot.
Never in the right spot. Like something's not happening.
Do you feel the same way?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Actually, when it comes to planning matches, etc., I think we take on similar roles of being the leader, being the curator, the one that's like, okay, this needs to be here, this person needs to be there, and yes.
I was actually spoiled by the Shield 6-man because, John and Roman and I were all on the same page. Pretty much quickly. So once we were all rocking and rolling, it was smooth like butter. You know what I mean? So like you go back and look at some of those, just the effortlessness with which we had those trios matches was, it was really something, especially for the time. It wasn't that style wasn't cooking in WWE in 2012 or whatever it was. So we kind of innovated a different. That wasn't like 6-mans were a new thing, but the way we were doing them as a 3-man unit, you didn't see that in WWE. And we were fortunate to be on the other side of some pretty incredible talents. But even when we weren't, we were able to, feed off of each other. And so I'd say I was spoiled because we were all it was a well-oiled machine.
Yeah. I've got some rapid-fire questions for you guys that I ask all the wrestlers that come on this show. The first one being, who's the strongest wrestler you've ever been in the ring with?
Pound for pound or overall?
Overall.
Mark Henry.
Bianca Belair.
Makes sense. The funniest wrestler you've ever met?
Who's the funniest? Ronnie's up there.
Ronnie's hilarious.
P.S.
Carl Anderson.
Oh, yeah, Carl's great. Yeah, Machine Gun is great.
Yeah.
Carl's a good one. He's a hell of a storyteller.
Yeah.
The stiffest wrestler you've ever been in the ring with?
Oh, God. Kali. Pain. Real pain and
Charlotte. Shit's hard.
The best technical wrestler you've ever been in the ring with?
Bryan Danielson.
Natty.
And the most painful finisher you've ever taken?
Oh, I don't even know if this is a finisher, but that giant spine buster that Bobby Lashley does.
Oh, yeah?
Like the Farouk style spine buster.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I dreaded it so bad. Like, I took the choke slams from Big Show and Kane, but they were, sorry to burst your bubble, they were fairly gentle.
Okay.
Those are professionals. Bobby's
Gentle
professional,
giants,
too. But, oh, man. There was a period of time where, like, Vince was wanted Bobby to be extra intense, and like Kevin Owens and I were heels trying to fire up Bobby as a babyface, and oh my God, every night him and Ryback were the two. It was so bad. It was taking back body drops from Ryback on house shows definitely took years off my career for sure.
You and Kevin, that just brought me back.
Oh yeah.
What a great pairing that was.
Yeah.
It was really incredible.
Always great.
I hope you guys bring
Partners,
that back.
opponents.
Kevin wants to do it all the time.
Because it's great.
He's constantly. He's like,
he also just wants to work with his friends. I would love to be in a group with you two.
He's like, let's just, when I come back and you come back, let's just be in a tag team and have fun. That's what he wants to do all the time. And I'm like, it doesn't sound too bad, But
what about you? Do you have one come to mind?
The Riptide's not fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Riptide's not fun.
Yeah.
She throws you down.
Yeah. She's strong.
She is strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, she throws you down really hard. And then,
Yeah, you got to breathe out when you land.
oh, bless.
Sometimes you forget.
There's some funny stuff in Unreal of everyone kind of trying to show Jelly Roll how to breathe out when someone would land on you, or trying not to get the wind knocked out of you. There's a lot of stuff about that.
That's so funny because it's just like a second. It's like an instinct now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Take any time. You don't even think about it. Yeah, you don't even think about it.
Do you have the instinct with like Rue if she if she drops on you the wrong way? Do you ever hit that instinct with your daughter?
I mean, she's a sneaky cat.
Yeah,
she's like a
I'm
little
sure.
ninja.
She's strong as an ox.
She's
The daughter of
so
you guys, I'm
strong.
sure.
Oh my gosh, that kid has kicked me across the room. Like she'll leg press me. She thinks it's so funny. Go flying. Whew.
She's very strong.
Yeah. She gets that from me. I have the power athlete gene. He doesn't have it.
You have in
23andMe says I have power athlete gene.
Oh yeah, in
No,
Unreal
power-athlete.
you have what you say is your most athletic moment.
Oh,
of your
yeah.
life. Do you remember what it was?
Was it the pin?
It was the pin
It
at
was the
Evolution.
pin.
Yeah.
Yep,
It
slick
was a
pin.
really cool slick pin.
Oh my gosh, so slick.
Do you remember whose
He
idea
was
that was?
shocked.
The Lynch
TJ's.
pin.
TJ's.
TJ's. Yes, it was
Nice.
TJ's. The Lynch
TJ,
pin.
man.
Yeah,
he's got
I
it.
couldn't believe it happened.
Colby was like, "What? Who is this person that
It was
is
so smooth. Yeah, it was.
I said, "I got you, didn't I?"
Yeah.
So smooth.
So smooth.
And before I get you guys out of here, I'm just curious what your favorite movies or shows of 2025 were. I know it's probably a lot of Miss Rachel and whatnot on the television.
She's like kind of out of Miss Rachel now. Right?
But we love Miss Rachel.
We do love Miss
Love
Rachel.
Love Miss Rachel. Gosh, what did we watch in 2025?
Recency bias is difficult here. I will
One
say.
Battle After Another was great. The Smashing Machine was fantastic.
Slow
Shout
Horses,
out to Dwayne,
Slow
killed it.
Horses.
Oh, love Slow Horses.
I gotta get on that.
Slow
Everyone
Horses
keeps
is
recommending it to
amazing.
me.
Gary
Gary
Oldman.
Oldman is unreal.
Yeah,
in
love
that
Gary
show.
Oldman.
Stop the Lights. He was
He
incredible.
was so good. What else did we watch in 20? What did I like? 2025 movies. That's so hard.
What's Jay Kelly? Jay Kelly
Happy
was
Gilmore
great.
2.
Happy Gilmore 2, amazing.
It actually was great.
Yeah, I did. I loved it.
I
I
loved
loved it.
Yeah.
God, what were the big movies in 25?
You guys see Marty Supreme? The
We
newest
saw
one?
Yeah.
Marty Supreme. Liked
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
It was solid.
Yeah. yeah,
Weapons,
yeah.
Sinners. You guys see those ones?
No, he saw.
I saw Sinners. I watched it
F1
on a
was great.
plane. I think I need to rewatch it.
Are you into horror?
No.
Okay.
Mm.
Then I don't know if Weapons would be for you.
No, I wouldn't mess with weapons.
Yeah.
That's off the table for me. Sinners was interesting.
F1 was great.
F1 was fun. A
Oh,
lot
it was
of fun.
amazing.
Caught Stealing.
Yeah.
You see that one? I'd recommend that.
I watched that.
watched that
yeah,
one,
yeah.
right?
Gosh,
I don't know what else.
Yeah,
did we
shout out
watch?
to Kerry Condon.
For F1. Yeah, she was
F1,
real.
she
She was
was
real.
great.
I just watched that like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah,
I watched
I
that
liked
on
it a
the
lot.
airplane too.
Yeah,
That was a
some
fun
of the
one.
crash scenes are crazy in that.
I
The
thought
way the
I-
cars go like yeeted through the air.
It was fully like it was just Top Gun, like
Yeah,
on F1.
100%.
You know what I mean, it was
Yeah.
great. It was great. Oh God, I don't know. I'm trying to track back to like the beginning of the year to see like what we watched, but it's so hard to remember.
Yeah,
anything
You guys
past.
got to get on Letterboxd. I'm sure people
I
would like to follow
just
you.
got on it.
Okay.
I just got on
What
it.
is this? What's left?
This is
It's
it's Joshy. It's how he tracked his 91 movies
Yes.
that he watched
it's
this
a
year.
spot for you to like just log your movies, rate them. So when you look back, you're like, oh, I watched that. That's right. That's what I thought about it.
Oh, and people can see what you're doing.
See, that's the thing. I don't know
Oh.
if you want to give out your username. Keep
Oops.
it private, probably.
Didn't know that.
Oh, you can do it privately.
Yeah.
Letterbox, yeah.
And
okay.
then my final question for you guys: Netflix just got announced today that the entire library will be coming to Netflix for the WWE backlog.
Oh, good.
Ooh, hell yeah.
So if you could recommend a more obscure match that you didn't think got the credit it deserved for everyone to go back and watch, what would you recommend?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I think for you was I think your one of the ones is like your Hell in a Cell match.
I was gonna say that
Sasha.
because your Hell in a Cell match got all the attention, but I think our Hell in a Cell match was pretty awesome.
It was great. It was
but
very
nobody
good.
cared about it
No,
after
it was-
your night.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
a rough one. But you guys had a very good match. Yeah, we always had pretty good chemistry with her. For myself, God, I've had too many good matches.
It's true. Sickening. Disgusting.
You know what, man? I don't know. It's a bummer. The thing, my favorite matches are always my live event matches.
Oh man!
yeah?
There was that live event match that I had with Kevin Owens against Nia Jax and Grayson Waller. It was one of the funnest matches I've ever had in my life.
That's a wild match.
It was so great. It was so great. Like, Kevin actually put it at like one of his top 10 matches
Oh, that he's ever had.
that he's ever had.
he did.
It was legit. So it was so good.
You know what I thought was a pretty good match for me that I think it's doesn't get talked about because it was on the weird COVID manias. Two of them with Kevin. Me and Kevin had a really fun one there
Yeah.
in the PC. But then the year after that with Claudio, with Cesaro, I thought it was a sprint. It was like a 10-minute WrestleMania match, but we
You guys had a great
we
match.
balled out.
Yeah.
I swear those were the first two that came to mind in terms of your career for me.
Oh,
like I
really?
think those two Mania matches are so good and so underrated. Yeah.
Yeah, they were winners. Yeah.
Also, by the way, not too long ago, we watched a mixed tag that him and Bailey had against Bianca and Claudio.
Oh, yeah.
And it was incredible.
When was
it
that
was
from?
so good.
SmackDown in the Thunderdome.
It
Wow.
was so good. He had a promo with Bianca beforehand that was also amazing.
It was we were building towards the WrestleMania match with me and Claudio.
Yeah.
And Bianca and
No, it was Bianca. Would have been Bianca and Sasha, not that Mania.
yeah. But
Yeah.
I don't know about that. That might have just been.
Okay.
But I'm saying me and Claudio were in the story because we were in the story for a little bit, the front end of that year, and we did the mixed tag was I was like going back and thinking of mixed tags and stuff like that, and I don't remember how I popped up on that, but it was really good.
So good.
It was a
Tease
really,
of the swing, trying to stay out of it in that Mania match is such a good give and pull. Yeah,
it was
really
a good
fun.
story. He busted out the UFO for the first
Yeah.
time on the WWE television. Yeah, that was a fun one, man. It was really good. I wish we would have had a little more time, but like I said, it was a fun little sprint.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate the time. Everyone, check out WWE Unreal Season 2 coming to Netflix soon. I guess when this is out, it'll be out today.